Alright, YouTubers, this is Steven, the Road Collector again. Just got a little update here for you. Well, not really an update, this would be a first video for this, but can anyone guess what is in this? I don't know, all black tub, heat pad on one side, a couple holes in the top. Let's see if anyone can guess right now. Well, you'll probably be able to tell from the title of the video anyways, but let's open it up and see, shall we? They're all hiding. You can probably see them though. In fact, let's get some light. What do we got? Ah, yeah, they're in there. This is my Blaptica Dubia roach colony. I've got about 40 mature. Oh, there's an orange head. Do that in there as an extra. They're perfectly fine to be paired together. They're not going to hurt anybody. I've got about 40 matures. I've got 30 females, 10 males, and then about 60 nymphs running around in here. So, should have a good sized colony here in a couple months. You can already see little babies running around here. That was not in here originally. I'm seeing plenty of females with the little red orifice hanging out of their rear, meaning they're about ready to give birth. They give a live birth, which is awesome. Don't need any kind of special substrate to breed these in like you do crickets, where you have to have some dirt at the bottom for them to lay their eggs in, and then you got to take the eggs out. It's just a hassle with crickets. I have not been using these to feed my scorpions or lizards yet. I'm waiting until I get a nice substantial colony before. It's probably going to take maybe 2 or 3 months, but it'll get there. Let's see. What I give them is, for food-wise, see them running around in here. Oh, here we go. They're all up here. I know there's plenty of videos online about how to sex these, but this right here is a mature female. Oh, I think that was, I just had an Australian Grey in here. The guy I buy these from, he likes to give me a little mix. You know, I paid like 20 bucks for all 100 of everything in here, so. Males have the really long wings, females do not. Real easy to sex. You always want to feed off your males. Here's an example of a female. This right here is a girl. See, really small wing pattern. No big wings. As you can see, I do gut load them. They are really fat. As it's running up my arm here. So I take really good care of them. They're doing a good job. Let's see if we can find a male. Do we got a male running around? Here we go. A couple males. Come here. Here we go. See this? Really large wings on the back. They're slightly smaller, not very much. It's just the wings that make them look big. And yeah, there we go. Nice zoom. And they're a lot thinner. They don't get as fat, even if you gut load them. With these though, let me put the flash back on. There we go. They have wings, but they do not fly. I've even tried dropping them to see if they'll flutter. They jump a little bit, but that's only so they can land on their feet. Other than that, they're pretty hardy too. I mean, I can take this crate, which is just egg flat that I hot glue together, and just there they all are. See that? All running around now. Boom. And that's actually how I'll probably end up feeding them. This guy here is a little stuck and confused. I think I stunned him. It's just, there we go, he's fine. They're real hard. You see that? They hit the ground and they just go hide. What I feed them is I give them a little tray of dog food and oatmeal. I actually think they might like the oatmeal more because every time I open this up, this dog food is sitting here and it's all pushed over and more oatmeal is missing. But I do look at pieces of the dog food and they are chewing into it. So it's good protein, good fiber and stuff for them. Good balance. So you got to have that. What I am going to do is make my own roach chow here probably soon. I had some in here, but it started to mold, so I need to make another batch. There's a little nymph running around. Can't tell if nymphs are boys or girls, not until they get older. What is this? This is those gel crystals. Why are they orange? Because I mix them with orange juice instead of water. Orange juice makes these roaches breed faster. It's like Viagra, it's like crack. Makes them breed faster. The thing about that though is you have to be careful. The guy I got these from, he showed me this technique. You have to replace this out every other day, otherwise it does mold. You know it's starting to mold because instead of being orange, it gets milky white. You can leave it in a container in a fridge for about a month before it starts to get nasty, but outside in the air, hot humidity, it'll only last about 2 days. So make sure you check up on that if you do that technique. Use just normal powdered orange juice, half the sugar, if any sugar at all. I think the sugar actually helps. You know, everything's attracted to something a little sweet. So, and then what I do is just to ensure that they have plenty of variety. Oh, there's a female that just fell out. I've also got a big container here with oatmeal and dog food in it, with a little screen that goes right up to it. That way they can get up in there. I'm looking them all running around. They were hiding out underneath. See, look at stopping and drinking the orange that was on the floor there. I do got some babies. Look at this. I got some babies running around here, which were not here when I bought the colony. It was just the medium-sized nymphs and adults. So, which is good. That means they're breeding good. So yeah, this is actually what I'll use in the chow too. I'll just take this stuff, grind it up. I also throw in some kids multivitamins. I only throw like 2 or 3 in there just to add some extra vitamins. A little bit of the calcium powder that I actually feed to my reptiles. I throw that in the blender and just chop it all up into a nice little fine powder. I also give the same stuff to crickets. Over here, just to ensure that there is plenty of liquids, I have just the normal crystals themselves. No orange stuff in them, but just the crystals themselves. This stuff's been in here for weeks and weeks, and it's not molding like the regular stuff. It actually stays nice and moist. I'm not having any problems with this stuff here. But the orange stuff you have to replace every other day. It will mold, it will get nasty. As far as cleaning the floor, as you can see, there's a lot of poop. That's not a dead body. What that actually is it's a molted skin. I leave those in there. I leave everything in there. Babies eat everything. See, look, they eat the poop, they eat the skin, everything. So I leave it all in there. I might actually grab some domestic beetles to throw in here to eat any dead carcasses. They're good little cleaners. I have them in my crickets. That way I don't have to clean out dead crickets. They do the job for me. But yeah, this is just my very simple roach colony. It's only a few weeks old, so I'm not feeding out of it. I'm just kind of letting it get established. When I get a couple hundred, then I'll start feeding nymphs out of it to my lizards and my scorpions and things like that. And then if I start getting some teas, which I'm hoping to, I just gotta talk the woman into it. She's not big on the spiders. She lets me keep scorpions, but not spiders. It's funny how that works. Once I get a good colony here established, I'll have plenty of food. Now, there's some wet spots. You don't want any mold. You don't want anything, you know, killing off your colony. These things are actually pretty resilient. A little bit of mold on some food, they really don't care. The adults, really not at all. I mean, it won't harm them none the least. The babies, it could kill them off, but more than likely they'll be alright with a little mold. You still want to watch it and be careful though. So I just wipe up any spilt liquid on the side here. See, just like that. It doesn't have to be pretty. And I just put everything back. And then what I like to do is, we do a lot of fruits here. So what I do is when I cut up like watermelons, cantaloupes, oranges, things like that, I save the rinds. I save them. And what I do is I go through, pick out a few of them, and I throw them right between the dishes. Because they already know where their food is at. So you put some extra food there on the side, and they definitely go and enjoy it. Save the small ones for the mealworms, which I'll show you guys a video of that later too. Is my little mealworm colony. I only throw a few in here. I don't throw all of them in there. That's a lot. I only do a few. They don't eat it all. You know, it's not like Rob C's time-lapse video tour in like an hour they ate 5 oranges. So it's nothing like that at all. They just chew on it when they walk through. When it's completely dark, they're in there. I'm gonna have a little temperature gauge. I keep it at about 90 in here. I've got packaging tape all around the edges. That way it keeps them from being able to crawl out of the tub. People say that they're not good climbers. I would admit they're not, but I guarantee every time I open this up, I even see adults running across this. They still manage to somehow get stuck and run across the side. So it's good to go ahead and put the packaging tape on. Babies, definitely. I see babies all around the edges. I've even seen them in these little crevices here, but you know, as long as you got the tape going all around the rim, they're not going to get out. So that's just my little that's my little colony here. I might get some more just to help establish it a little bit faster, but for now, you know, this is working just fine. Once I get a couple hundred, up to 1,000 in here, I'm gonna throw another one of these in right here. That we have plenty of hiding spots. I'm gonna modify this a little bit to where it's actually gonna be a dish laying down at the bottom with a little divider. It's gonna be open top, that way it's real easy for them to get in and out. I'll get rid of these and I'll probably actually put them in the cricket container for some extra. And then I'll be able to take these out to lay down plenty of fruit, but that's only when it gets to that point. Right now it's still somewhat small, but it is growing quick. I'm actually surprised. I'm seeing a lot of babies that run around in here. For only buying, I think it was like 80 or so, 80, 100 for like 20 bucks, which isn't bad. So that's just that's that for you. If you have any suggestions, any questions, feel free to let me know. I'm always taking input, and hope you guys enjoy. Thanks.